Round 5 of the Women's National Road Series, the Curlew Cup. Round 5 of 8. We'd take the riders over 3 laps of a 35.4 kilometre circuit in Stamfordham in Northumberland, and it was a grippy one. 3 ascents of the 1.5 kilometre Riles climb, a string of early assaults, all retained by the peloton, which dwindled in size before this attack from Claire Steeles of the Brother UK Fusion Racing team. Her teammates Rebecca Richardson and Ruth Shier had already tried their luck, but it was Steeles that would draw a significant group clear, including Jocelyn Loudon of the Drops squad, 4th in the standings heading into this event. And Georgina Pancho of Bianchi Dama will be joined as well by her teammate Jennifer Powell. And Bex Durrell, who'd had an interesting day, would also get involved in probably the most significant move of the day. Also included Leah Dixon, who sits 2nd in the standings. Bex Durrell, of course, had stopped twice during the day with mechanical issues, on each occasion managing to fight her way back into the peloton. And that group never had an advantage of much more than 20 seconds, and eventually retained by the peloton, for whom Joe Tindley had done great work for the Campinense Velo Performance squad, trying to set something up for her sprinters Elizabeth Bennett and Charlotte Berry. There was Jocelyn Loudon too. Also wanted to try and keep the tempo high in the closing stages on behalf of her teammate Abby-Mae Parkinson, herself having been up the road in the early stages. Bex Durrell, a busy afternoon, and on her spare bike as she headed into the final sprint. She'd have to make adjustments to that as well during the day, as Loudon powering away. String of good results of late. 3rd in the Lincoln Grand Prix, 2nd in the Klondike Grand Prix. Georgina Pancho as well had shown well throughout the afternoon. Claire Steeles having set up the group, and Bex Durrell among those in what was a very dangerous group, and one that the peloton had to be wary of, as Tindley winched the group back into contention in the closing stages. Leah Dixon staying close on the wheel of the rider from the Campinense Velo Performance squad, and into the closing moments as the riders spread wide across the road. Campinense Velo Performance team wanting to keep the pace as high as possible. The Drop squad with Loudon on the front, and Abby-Mae Parkinson dictating affairs from 2nd wheel, wanting to get a control to take the potential of a sprint victory. A small group whittled down in size after a tough afternoon of racing over a total of 106.2 kilometres. It was Abby-Mae Parkinson that launched first in the sprint to the line, the long downhill wind through and into Stamfordham Village, with Elizabeth Bennett on her wheel and ready to come with her trademark sprint. April Tacey there as well, and in the blanket finish also getting involved was Charlotte Berry. Victory going to Elizabeth Bennett.